Alright guys, I'm back on the layout and something arrived in the mail a couple of days ago. An iPhone tripod. So go on to the hopefully terribly shaky videos. I know it's been giving a couple of you, making a couple of you nauseous. Hopefully that's a thing of the past now. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and set you up on the tripod, and at the moment I'm getting ready to put down some roads. So I'll set you up now. Alright, so I've set you up looking down Main Street. Here I am. G'day guys. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm masking off all of the joins in the baseboard. I'm also masking off, I should say, all of the screw holes that are in the line of traffic on the baseboard here. Just neatening everything up, ready to put down the faller wire. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and start putting down some of this wire. I might have to speed it up a little bit, just to otherwise it'd be a fairly lengthy process. But I'm just going to put down some of this wire and show you how I'm doing it. I'm using, hopefully you can see, that's some masking tape, the same stuff I'm using for the board, and I'm cutting it into very thin strips like that. All right, so those thin strips will hold the wire down. When I sand over the plaster, after I've plastered the wire down, I may have to actually sand off the bit of masking tape which is over the little bits of wire, but that's okay. All I'm doing this for at the moment is just to hold the wire in place as I plaster it. So I'm going to be quiet now, and I'm going to continue to do this and show you me putting down some of this wire down in the Main Street and getting ready to plaster. Alright, so what I've also done is I've also put down this second line, which is going to go behind the back seam. So I've got the two lines of road cutting through the town there. And then as you can see, the second line comes over the back of the back seam there as well. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod, and I'm going to plaster some of this so that I've got the main town seam plastered. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it comes up okay. Okay, so here is the first and hopefully final pass over of the plaster. There are a couple of little bits here, and you'll see where the wire is raised a little bit there. I may have to go over them again, but that's okay. This is, as I mentioned earlier, this is the joint compound, so it's very easy to sand. So don't worry about the rough bits; they'll be nice and smooth. In here was a little bit tricky because I've already painted everything, and I'm just going to repaint over what I got some plaster on, so that's fine. It's a little sort of median sort of strip here as well, so I'm hoping to have a keep left bollard here and a keep left bollard there, and signs and things, and I'll have the Belisha beacons there and there. So you can see that's come up not too badly. Once that's dry, being so cold at the moment, it's probably going to take a few days. And at least when it's that thin, it doesn't crack. Whereas when I did the crossing here, that cracked terribly. But the acrylic paint I paint over with covers those cracks pretty well. So that's coming up okay so far. I've also, along the back wall here, utilised the retaining wall I had on Grafton Heath for that back section there. So you'll see curve around there, and I'm just about to start mod rocking this area around here. So that's nice to have sort of utilised that again. So I've placed the back seam back in its position. Excuse me. You can see how the I've got to fix that corner there, but you can see how the pavement is starting to look. Yeah. So I think it'll be a nice, nice little scene once that's all painted up and I've got the gates in place and everything like that. Anyway, lots to do. I've been putting that mod rock around the sides of this elevated section there, so I've got that around there, just doing that at the moment. Maybe doing some more mod rock now too over that side. Alright, so I've covered the bank on that side, the other side of the retaining wall, and I've put a little bit just along the sides, along the edges of this extruded foam here. I'll probably put some rock faces and some obviously further details later after I put the rock faces on, if I do rock faces. I've got some rock faces in a woodland scenics mould just waiting to set at the moment, so I'll use those. I've also just covered up the hole I had here for the underpass. I'll be putting in the crossing gates, or the crossing here instead, and that way when I've got the pub here, you'll be able to see it. I'll show you that now. So if I have a shot through here, and in particular sort of looking at the bus coming through, or the vehicles coming through, I can you can still see the underpass. With the pub here, all of the buildings, just to let you know, I'm going to be filling the gaps around the side to make sure that there's no unsightly sort of, you know, sitting up on the different plaster pads. But this particular one here, I've actually cobblestoned. So I've cobblestoned pretty much around most of the bits that you'll be able to see along the pathway there. It's come this way a little bit here. So yeah, just for something, just for a little bit of extra effect. Cobblestones along there, along the front. And of course in the courtyard, beer garden area along there. And of course the other cobblestoned area was for the cafe. So if I bring you down there, there. And before I go, just showing you what I've done here to my little coal platform. I've glued all of the railing on and glued all of the coal in place as well. Coal staves are in place, and I've painted those up and weathered those as well. This bit of railing here is left open because that's where the trucks would pull up. I'm going to have a track coming off here and the trucks pulling up here to deliver coals or sacks of coal. That's pretty much it, guys. So thank you very much once again for watching. As I say, I'm making an effort to make much steadier videos at the moment because yeah, they were just very far too much movement in them. So I've got the tripod for that, and any panning shots that I'm doing now are just going to be nice and slow, which will show you a bit more detail anyway. Alright, well thanks again, and we'll catch up with you all soon.